It's Madden NFL 24, and all eyes are on Saquon Barkley. There were plenty of highlights for him last week in a 149-yard performance. It's the Jags and the Panthers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they...
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown, but it's going to be 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This is taken at the 15. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Olsen. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do them any favors. They gave them 2 road games right out of the gate, but the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down. Off the play fake, Olsen. This is caught, it's Christian Watson. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. The ball on the 8 still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Olsen. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Olsen. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
On 4th down, Olsen got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. First down, Prescott. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Prescott to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete. Isaiah Hodgins was his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Barmore. Able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Holding offense. No.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Olsen. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Barkley. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force the early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
On first down, Noel. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott now. He'll find Hodgins there complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Prescott, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, The longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
To throw on second down, Olsen. We'll find Gibson here complete. His first catch good for 8 and a first down. Barkley, inside handoff. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. To Barkley on the check down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Olsen.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Olsen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Panthers will get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Now Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 33. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
From the red zone now, Prescott.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Prescott yet again. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Prescott. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Myers' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
Taken at the goal line. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this 1st half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Olsen. And incomplete on the deep ball. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And it'll bring up 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And fights him off. That's going to go as a loss of 17 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 8.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Here's Prescott.
And complete to Smith and Jigba. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a much-needed accomplishment there on 3rd down. They've been forced to punt far too many times already. They needed something to go their way, and they're able to get a new set of downs.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Prescott on first down. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. That is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On first down, Olsen. That one caught by Gibson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Olsen, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. On first and 10, Prescott.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And again, it's Prescott. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Taking it about the 16. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.